For Medway, we don't have a plastic bottle facility that manufactures plastic bottles in Medway. If you look at someone like Coca-Cola, who are another, I'll send you on a link to their sustainable webpage. They've done a lot of work on how they package their products. And you might remember in the old days, Coca-Cola used to come in much bulkier bottles. The caps were bigger. There used to be like a little, almost like a little sock, on a plastic sock on the bottom of the bottle back in the 80s. So there was so much plastic, so they were really resource heavy, if you like. And I think it's something like 20% of plastic has been reduced as a result of the light weighting of plastic bottles. So number one, that reduces their resource consumption, and number two, it makes it lighter for them to transport the product. So it's a win-win in environmental terms. So I think once you're starting to look at the life cycle and carbon footprint, it's important to look at all the stages of the process, not just the end stage of capturing that resource for recycling. For example, if you were looking at glass up in the north of England, there are quite a few glass bottle manufacturers. So it depends really on where the bottles are produced, but we in the southeast are not a significant producer of that packaging material. So we've got the information on the side of our bags. On the blue bags, we tell people what to put in them, and on the white bags, we tell them. You probably read the Medway Matters magazine that will come through your door once every 3 or 4 months. So we'll put information out in there. So we like to tell our residents in lots of different ways how to recycle, and also to thank them for recycling. So I'm sure you'll probably be getting your council tax bill through any time now. And in everybody's council tax bill this year, we've included a leaflet thanking our residents for recycling, because we've recycled more in this last year than ever before, at 46%, which we're very proud of, and that's thanks to residents. We know with aluminium cans, it takes about 6 weeks from a can being recycled to being back on the shelf in the supermarket, but we don't have similar statistics for plastics. I think with plastic recycling, because there are different types of plastic, it's a more, and there's different end uses. If you think aluminium cans or steel cans are generally being recycled either back into an aluminium product rather, or a sort of steel product, whether it's a can or an iPhone or something like that with metal. Whereas with plastic, the variety of things that we can mould plastic into are just so, the scope is so large. I think that's why it's more difficult to say specifically it starts out as this, but it could end up as almost anything. And to me, that's the interesting thing about plastic, the fact that it can be moulded or sort of reformed into almost any other product. You wouldn't think about a plastic bottle turning into a t-shirt or, sort of crash barriers. It's just not, there's such a variety of end products that can be remanufactured into. We started this current contract in 2010. I'm not sure where our recycling went to prior to 2010. My job is really to manage my team of recycling officers to make sure we spread the recycling message and encourage residents to recycle as much as they can, and to put as little as they can into black sacks. So, for example, we've recently launched our own little Twitter account, Medway Recycles, to try and embrace a sort of digital agenda and reach residents in different ways. Obviously, we have information on our website,